Today we are going to discuss another important skills. A person should focus on public speaking connected with the business environment. If a person wants to develop his professionalism in his speaking, he has to bring the model. Last time we discussed about prep method. This is another model we call peel method. Peel, the first one is called point. So you have to bring the point. First declare the point. The second one is called explaining the point. So you have to explain a little bit about the point. The third one is you have to give an example. So give an example like a story. You build a story and describe that. And the last one, you have to link with a story connected with the point. So this is all about extending your talk. The people who are struggling when they start speaking, they are unable to continue to speak. If they start continuously, they are thinking, this kind of things are coming, and so they are using repeatedly. So this is not the way you have to continue to speak. So if you want to continue to speak, there are certain connectors you can use it. You cannot use continuously and. You can use moreover, furthermore, the meantime, the meanwhile, at the same time, instead of always using and. Instead of using but, you can say however, on the other hand, right? You can use the different vocab to connect the ideas, right? To have that, or the contrasting. If you have the contrasting idea, comparing idea, so you have to use comparing, you can use like although. Then instead of using but, you can use although, right? You can discuss things using when. Automatically, if you use starting when, although, if, automatically the sentence will become complex structure. So you are going to explain everything in advanced. You have to think about declaring the first point. Okay, for example, I will explain one concept. A person's, the idea, why a person, this is the one I'm going to declare. Why a person should develop his public speaking skills. Okay, that is the point. Now I have to explain that idea. So, the one skill a person should always focus in the workplace is public speaking skills. If a person start developing these skills, now I'm going to explain. If a person start developing these skills, automatically there are many opportunities open. The people who are lacking the public speaking skills, they are struggling to stand up in front of their board members. They are unable to go and present their ideas to the customers. Even though they have the product knowledge, they are unable to continue to present. So the presentation is going to be a challenging. Like certain situations like dealing with it over the phone. If a person is going to talk over the phone, again there are certain challenges the person is having because he doesn't know that ability, how to develop speaking. The confidence level is gone. So a person should always focus on developing his communication skills related to public speaking. The third point is the story. Now I have explained the reasons. Now I have to move for the story. So in the story, what you are going to tell about? So I can say a story. A student who came with is an introvert. He doesn't have that confidence to stand in front of the person. When he stands in front of the people, he has nerves and tensions, and he cannot continue to speak. Totally, he is lost. So what I did, I just coached him up in a way to explain things in an organized manner, like prep method, prime method, peel method, three-step methods. There are different methodologies we have. Those methods let the person to stand up and practice talking with confidently. So at the beginning, he was an introvert. At the end of the sessions, like in 5 to 6 sessions I had, in 6 sessions, like 2-hour sessions, he became like an extrovert The person cannot be changed his attitudes and mindset in 6 sessions, but at least the confidence level has totally increased. Why? Because the methodology, the structure that we have put into practice. If the person wants to improve learning, definitely to become a person dealing with the situation confidently, he has to always think about developing his public speaking skills. So the introvert person became an extrovert because of the practice he has done in public speaking through the coaching I have delivered. If a person wants to learn and improve their public speaking skills, he has to always think about the certain structures like pin structure, prep structure that should be always followed. Thank you.